that buff was good. 5 more movement speed and 25 more attack range has me. I think the eyeballs will be on Bat now. That's a classic Ice Frog buff where he's going, guys, look at Bat Rider. It's not that bad.
It really is.
I mean,
good hero.
Those are two really like just fundamental. You think about every hero as a pyramid, attack range and movement speed, very base in that pyramid, right? These are the fundamentals.
Especially for mid-bat.
Yeah.
Very good.
So he's up to 300 movement speed now. That's
Pretty
solid.
speedy. Yep.
Yeah. Get yourself a windlace, you're cruising. The question for me is, will we see Beastmaster at all now? Because
Yes, I think we
meme
will.
scepter aside, with a little buff to Inner Beast, we still got a BKB piercing stun, still got great vision game with the Hawk. I think he's back to niche pick when you need to play around the vision, need that stun. You want that specific kind of tempo laner.
yeah,
He's not like
the level 20 talent, so I think he might still be around.
Yeah,
I
keep in
think
mind
he's
that
still
roar
pickable.
thing was pretty crazy too. I mean, the roar cooldown's I don't know.
Yeah, that's
30
the
seconds
one.
is fine. I'm okay with that.
All right, so first pick Mirana here. They did ban the Beast.
Well, some teams here favor this for sure.
Oh, Parker's not here.
Yep, we have Quesadilla back again.
10 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Our buddy Quesadilla.
All right, Inverse looking to turn it around. Looking to go the inverse of their last couple series.
Okay.
See, because they've been losing.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry. I help you out there. Now, keep in mind, everyone, we thought Incubus was going to be really good. Inverse defeated them. They 2-1 them. So that was our big upset at the start of this. Now, they have since lost the Beano Mistas. We think it's probably one of the best teams, as well as the crewmates, who are probably one of the worst teams. So who knows what Inverse will do? You don't know what to expect from these guys.
Yep, and I mean, we thought Gorilla's Pride was better than what was their opponent yesterday?
Omega. Wow, you did.
Yeah, and
I
Omega
did.
2-0.
I thought Omega was way better.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
I love
was
Jamboree,
right.
but I thought it was going to be closer. My point is, this is the most contested, the highest skill cap Division 2 in the world, all right?
boom.
I mean, I am still cautiously optimistic about Latam Defenders here. We have seen them in the least series. This is only their third series, and every other team has played at least 3. Beano Mistas have played 4. So,
Defenders are going to 2-0 this series.
yeah, we haven't seen them in their full form yet. And Defenders have only played, give me just a moment to look at the cross table here. They went 1-2 against Beano Mistas, currently in first place, and then they beat Omega 2-1, who we just saw beat Gorilla's Pride yesterday. So honestly, if you only lose to Beano Mistas, you're looking to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, cautiously optimistic for Latam here. They're taking their first steps, Trent. One foot in front of the other. You know all about that.
Yes, that's true. I've so far successfully gotten 2 children to walk. I mean, that's pretty good. I have a 100%
Well done,
success
buddy.
rate. Yes. On a basic life fundamental.
Shit, batting 1,000.
And I'm improving. My second iteration was much, much faster.
Okay.
And my current rate, if I were to have 7 children, I could have them walking at 2 months.
Whoa.
If
Year
if they
over
keep
year
getting
growth,
better and
man.
better. Yeah.
Them unicorn numbers right there. And look at that, Bat Rider. Now in the second banning phase. Appropriately so. Latam Defenders. All right.
Yeah, they
All
have
right.
Timber, so.
Still, we weren't seeing Bat that much against Timber even before. It's nice to see him getting some love now. Do we like this Ogre opener when you grab the jug right away? Do we like this? We always talk about Ogre Dusa. I think Bowie hates it. I think Bloodlust is Jug is one of the better carries for Bloodlust because it makes his ult so much better. But
I mean, it's fine. It's just that there's so many heroes. There's Centaur available. This Ogre is not going to get banned, right? So do you really need your first pick it?
5 seconds
Are they even going to pick Ogre on the side of Latam?
And they might not want Centaur versus Timber though, right? They could have went Centaur Jug and then they get timbered, or they could have got pucked or something. So Ogre is
maybe.
I see Mirana and I view Ogre as I'm a tanky 5 that won't die to a kill combo in the lane because they didn't know if they were going to go Mirana SK or something.
Yes, that is true.
So it's kind of convenient like that. And then you have options. You can go for some Magnus lineup and have Empower Bloodlust strats, or you can just be an Ogre.
10 seconds.
Sure, but you can pick Snapfire first, ignore that lane because you don't know much about it, and then you pick your 5 afterwards.
But
So
you
that's
don't know
what
anything
most-
about their lane, man.
Just pick Snapfire. I mean, I guess Snapfire did get a slight nerf, right? But I still feel like the new style of Snapfire is going to be played a lot. The
Yeah, still
Solar
seems fine.
Crest, Low Shredder.
How about Hoodwink, by the way?
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
Hoodwink
How's about her?
gamers? I saw someone posted a thread about you could do like Meteor Hammer into True Combo now because the Bushwhack
Yeah.
is 2.4, so you can Bushwhack into
Oh.
Meteor Hammer into ulti.
I was watching Syndren's stream
Oh.
today, and he said he expects Hoodwink to start appearing. He's a Hoodwink player, so I believe him.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
That's interesting. A Meteor Hammer combo now. That's a lot of disable.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of damage.
And the projectile speed is nice too, because like, man, whenever I was playing as Hoodwink, I was actually really enjoying playing versus the hero, which I find is kind of a rare thing in Dota. There's not a lot of heroes where I think it's like fun to be versus them, because generally in Dota everyone's kind of broken, so you know everyone's kind of annoying by the same regard. But Hoodwink, I'm like my fingers on the Quelling Blade button the whole game, because I was like, do it, just do it. And every time I Quelling Blade that little tree when they try to get cheeky with their plays, oh, it's so satisfying. That's a good one.
Now, I will say, being on the Hoodwink side of that is like, hey, how come my spell has a direct counter that every other hero can just cast spells?
Can buy for 125. But it is
You know?
faster now. But it got like 20% faster or something.
I mean, that
I
helps.
don't know. Math.
I'm just saying. There's two sides to every coin, buddy, and it does seem weird that one of her skills is just counterable.
Well, it's a 2.4 second AoE stun, all right? From like big distance. Let's be real here.
14-second cooldown.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's a great spell. That helps balance it out. I'm just saying. That's
I'm
a very
just saying.
weird. That's pretty rare. What other hero has a skill like that? Like Ogre's gonna come stun you.
Arc
There
Warden.
isn't just a. In what?
You
What's
can
that?
just walk up next to them and disable it.
Oh, his bubble. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
Arrow, you can jump in front of it. Save an ally.
Sure.
Got him.
Yeah, flawless logic. That's exactly how I play Dota. Every time I get
Nice
hit by
save.
an arrow, I just tanked it for you, bud. That's a service.
Trying to arrow my catapult? I don't think so.
Well, Lion against Timber, that's nice. Lion against Mirana, too.
Oracle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Puck's also open, so the guy will have that counter.
Oracle Puck, get an Aghanims, drop some coils.
Oracle. And then you force a Huskar ban, you know, maybe.
Now, are the Latam defenders Huskar players? Is that
boy
something
Sweno?
gets
I don't know,
down?
they're Visage
down on?
players. That's all I know.
I mean, yeah, he loves to dabble with the, with the new. He's an artist, so I think it's possible. Huskar's not as hipster as he was a couple of weeks ago, but I think he plays it.
How much do you want to
No.
bet he's talking about Sand King right now?
I actually like, even though it's not going to be in the Mirana lane, I feel like it's a good pick. I wouldn't mind his Visage too. I think it's pretty decent against their heroes.
They don't normally
Yes.
ninth pick it, though.
Because, Lion wants to I'm going to stun Visage, but then the birds just wrap around, just drop his little shitty birds. Live.
Well, that's a hero.
BKB piercing stun. Good
Yeah.
versus Omni Slash.
Good versus Bloodlust.
True. Yeah. Attack your friends. Very nice.
Guys, I have an observation. Latam defenders have
seconds remaining.
amazing creep clear.
That's a
Yes.
good observation, my friend.
5 seconds.
Push
remaining.
waves. Don't engage.
And they've only got 3 heroes.
What do they do for a position 3 here with their Lion? Are they Centaurin? Oh, a Flex Viper. All right. Interesting.
I mean, this could be great against Timber. It's
Yep.
not like a hard counter, but amazing options. Especially when you have Lion, too. Like, you can stun him and then drop
10
the
seconds
break.
remaining.
Yeah, and I like that with Void Spirit being banned, you would
5
think of
seconds
Puck as a
remaining.
good hero to lane versus Viper, but there's Lion on side of Inverse, so the options that they have are pretty slim, I think.
I'm
wonder
still
how
fine
Visage
with picking
fares
Puck. If they like
versus
Puck, just
Viper.
pick Puck personally. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Radiant
I'm sure he
team
plays
back.
it.
I'm not going to let Lion stop me, but they'll just go with the classic lane counter instead.
Go the other way. Yeah, again, 9th pick on Latam defenders. So, super safe. This covers all your bases. Viper off lane or Viper mid.
I hope they ban Centaur then, because you don't want that lion hasted towards your Lina.
Yep. Agreed.
And they need a big old one for Mr. Cuckahook.
Who's our Cuckahook hero?
Our anti-Jug position ones.
He's playing a lot of Bloodseeker recently. I wonder if, against Jug, that seems like a good idea.
That looks okay here. That plays really fast with this lineup. I kind of like it. I like that Sven ban from Inverse. Classic when you pick the Jug that early, but
Weaver
that was a good one.
I think Weaver, Sven, and Troll are actually like the big three, so pretty good draft. I guess Razor is still in there, but Razor's a bit of a weird hero, obviously. Not everyone wants to run it as a 1.
Yeah. Probably don't want a PL.
So wait, they take the Tide, right? This is going to be like a PL sort of hero.
It's a good Void game.
I just like this Lark ban so much because if they took Tide, they wouldn't mind going Lark. I think this is weird.
Yeah, but they banned the Tide.
No, exactly. So Latam defenders, why would they ban Tide if they wanted to play Lark,
Oh, I think it's just like Tide's just a good hero anyway. Personally, like I don't think you know what I mean. He's just a good 3.
It's fine.
It's a Faces Void game though.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to ban Void here.
Cuckahook Void, let's go.
Against Viper though. Like Viper's not in Chrono, he just pukes in the Chronosphere. Void doesn't bash. I don't like it.
Just run around.
Yeah, but you still got Mirana, Timber, and Lina outside the Chrono. Like, you're definitely right, but
what?
Okay, they banned PL. I'm surprised. I didn't think that'd be worth a ban.
PL? Isn't that like Jug's favorite matchup right now? I guess PL is just straight up still annoying, to be fair.
Yeah. He just kills Lion really easily, just drains the Viper's mana.
10 seconds.
You don't want a BKB because a PL uses Diffusal Blade.
5 seconds remaining.
Man, I don't know. That's a questionable ban. I guess they banned so many ones that this is fine.
Yep, I like this much more than the Void.
Another stunner. A little push, too.
So...
Jug's kind of fast, though.
I mean, this looks fine for me.
Yeah, but you got the Timber. That's the key thing here, Trent. You go 4+1. You just got 15 minutes. That's all you got to buy this guy. Get that Midas. Get that Radiance. Cuckahook's going to be huge. See, Bowie agrees.
Yeah, I like it.
Storm?
I guess the question is... I think you just lane the Viper versus Lina and you get an offlaner here. You just... What is a strong offlaner against this Wyvern Wraith King?
Couldn't you just Viper into the Wyvern and the Wraith King, though?
You could.
And then just pick Storm Spirit?
I don't like Storm Spirit versus mega tanky heroes like Timber Wraith King.
But there's all these juicers in the back. Like there's Lina who wants to chill, this Wyvern who wants to chill, this Mirana who wants to chill. I like the Invoker, too. I'm fine with that. But I like the choice to go mid.
Did you call Lina a juicer?
Juicy.
Juicy.
I see.
She does juice people, though. She's got the burst
damage. She's a juicer. She just squishes you like you're a little orange.
Yep.
Gets all that pulp out of you.
Yep.
All right.
You're just a
I like
puddle.
this Invoker here. Vessel Hero versus Timber. They have the Mana Drain versus Wraith King.
My hero's been nerfed. He's worthless.
They have Alacrity, Bloodlust, Juggernaut. This is good. I like the first draft.
He looks like the Mad King with this set. Well, let's see it when we load in. This is a weird Invoker set. I've never seen this one.
I don't recognize it either.
I'm favoring Latam, though. I think Timber is still like not even a sleeper, just an insane hero who's going to make a lot of space. The Lina should be just fine. They just got to make space for Cuckahook. I think as long as Mr. Hook resists the urge to fight too much too early, we're going to be okay. He's got to go greed, and if he gets away with it, I think we'll be all right.
I think Mickey gets arrowed twice before 10 minutes and is sad. And I personally, I actually like the inverse draft, but I just think that the defenders are a better team and we'll beat them.
Okay. I agree. Defenders is a better team. I do feel like if they don't stomp their lanes and this goes a little bit late, this game's really hard. Because even if the Wraith King has BKB, you have Viper Strike to slow him down, and this Jugger is going to be massive with Bloodlust Alacrity.
Yeah, great heroes. Inverse have the chance, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, should be a great game one. Let's suit up and send it over to the casters. We've got Gary. He's back. Buddy, how are you? You missed a big day yesterday, but you made it for BCTP, huh? How are we for game one?
Yeah, I mean, that's the important one, right? That's why I came back. Now, I've been a little ill the past couple of days. Thanks to the boys for standing in for me. Theban, here we are. Game one of this
Welcome
best
back.
of 3 Latam defenders up against Inverse. I am back, and it's a Wraith King game, and I'm going to ride
It
with
is.
the King.
Oh man, I wish you didn't say that because this is the one time if Inverse is ever gonna win another game in this lower division, it's gonna be this one. You got the Bloodlust Juggernaut, you got the Alacrity Invoker, you got all this buffs up on Jug. I hope he doesn't feed, or die unnecessarily because he's got all the key ingredients to win a Dota game.
He does, and look who it is. It's Quesadilla, right? That's probably a big
not
factor
Parker.
here. The fact that Inverse, have brought back Quesadilla after Parker made a reappearance. It's been touch and go with their carry player. We're not entirely sure what the story is there, but I think all of us have preferred the way that Quesadilla slots into this team, especially the way they like to play. He's been much more solid, it looks like.
Well, the only time they actually won a game, Quesadilla was playing. So I guess that's why we all prefer him to be slotted in.
The battle
Positivity bias, maybe?
And correct
But
me
we'll
if
see
I'm
how
wrong,
they do
Latin
in this one.
defenders were the ones who came from upper division in season 1. They didn't do so hot. And right now they're like trying to get back in there. But the competition is really hard in Division 2, I would say, for South American DPC, Gary. And these guys, they need every single win. And looking at these drafts, I'm not really favoring them at all in terms of what they have concocted in this game.
Yeah, Latam defenders went 1-6 in season 1, so yeah, I'm absolutely right. Didn't do particularly well. We can take a look into these lanes and see what they've got, because Cocohook on that Wraith King bottom is going to be supported up by the Angel Winter Wyvern. I mean, a lane that when they get a couple of levels, could put a bit of pain forward, but R's and T on this Ogre, flanks on the Lion. Look at them, just turn with a couple of stuns, whack into Cocohook. I know, it's feeling a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, it's really interesting to have this Ogre Magi offlane hero. I'm a really big fan of it. I like this hero being played with other stuns that need setup. Oh, Moonlight Top, dying to slows, position 5. Oh, come on. No.
He's dead, right?
Oh, it's
He popped
automatic.
the Fairy Fire.
Yeah. Hold on, no. He needs to hit him
70 HP?
one more time. He needs to hit him one more time here, which will be possible. He's at 255 movement speed, Viper's at 275. You got to just hit him one more time. You got the tower regen going. Level 1 poison attack doesn't do that much magic damage.
That's true. It's 4 damage per second. I guess with 3 stacks.
It could even be 2 more hits, to be honest. But if he gets the next poison attack off, the next right click should come out. So
I wish I could see his attack range indicator. 575 attack range. It looks like the Murano is more than 600. It feels like, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear a story? Okay, I played with Nana last
what?
night, Gary.
Oh, really?
We're
Did he
in
play
the same
Visage?
game. No, he didn't. He played Broodmother.
Oh.
And I'll tell you something.
How quick was that win? 12 minutes?
No, it wasn't a pretty sight. We lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I don't think that hero is a good mid laner. I think he's an incredibly strong offlane hero. But the problem with it is it might be just a pub hero as an offlaner because people don't really punish it that well. Because if you trial in a Broodmother from level 1, right? Brood does nothing. Then your carry gets super farmed, and then Brood is playing catch up, and you're just kind of gonna lose, right? But yeah, he played Brood. We lost that game. I wouldn't say it's really his fault. We had 4 support players on our team, and we're all fighting with each other. The next game I played against him, he played Leshrac. Then I won the game. So maybe Nana is in a bad mood today. He's like, damn it, I just lost 2 pub games at least in a row. Maybe he lost 4 in a row. Who knows? Losses come in a bunch in Dota. So we'll see how he performs in this game.
They all stack up. But, it sometimes depends on the character of the person, right? Because I've seen some people who can go on a 10-loss streak in pubs, and then when they get into a professional game, they kind of go into pro mode, right? You've got that kind of zone that you enter, and suddenly there's a completely different person.
That's me. That's really me. Yeah, for me, if you watch me play my pubs and then you watch me play one of my scrims, it's day and night. You can't even tell it's the same person playing. I just can't bring myself to play pubs because everyone's so greedy. Right, in public games, they play for themselves. They don't care about anybody else. They just want to farm, and They want to do their stuff. Or like in competitive games, you got a teammates, you tell them, hey, I want this lane. No one's going to say no to you, you know? Even if you're a support player. And that feels
just
good.
the
And
way
then,
it is.
yeah, and then you got like, you got that nice flow going because I'm good at like taking what I need to win the game. And it's better when you're doing it in like a team environment. Or at least with players that you know when you play in matchmaking.
There's the trust, right? I think
Yeah,
that's probably one of the
exactly.
key aspects is like trusting what
You
your
got
what
it.
your allies are going to be able to do with it. Because yeah, I've had a pretty torrid time. Hang on, Mirana. Let's have a look at this. Mirana, tree placed.
It's a
Yep,
tree.
dodges the death.
Okay.
You're going to eat it anyway and
Slaw
stay in
just gave
lane.
up. He saw the vision. I mean, that is so BS though. That pause literally saved his Mirana's life because Moonlight was definitely not thinking about dropping a branch. You know, someone on his team's like, "Oh, you have a branch. You can drop that to cut the vision of the Viper and save yourself." Yeah, great, nice pause, guys.
Beautiful pause. Yeah, internet issues. Anyway, yes. How are we in this mid lane? Because we're not looked into there. Lina up against Invoker. So far, it is
Very-
heavily favored, just stomping this one.
Yeah, Nana is showing his anger in a fiery soul, 3 stacks, but that does mean you're gonna spend a lot of mana. Miggy doing a little bit of damage. Oh, top lane, slot, rip
There it
Reynolds. Yikes. You really cannot be playing on that side when the lane is trying to be pulled as a position 5 Viper. You're so slow. Quesadilla also going to take a little bit of damage, but Viper will come back to top lane with full resources, so he might be able to dish out some more damage.
Didn't bring a salve or anything, but they do have that healing ward. It's bottom lane, the Wraith King, yet again just being run at by this big, fat, double-headed monster. Fire Blast coming, and the Wraith King's dead. Flack's going to get turned on with a Splinter Blast. An Angel at least will trade back and do a lot of damage to Oz and T here, in fact. But it's a double wave coming the way of the Ogre, and he's going to be incredibly happy. Getting a kill on the Pos one and being able to soak up all this golden experience to himself.
And Flax just gonna TV back, bring his Ring of Regen to the Ogre Magi. No more surprise Tranquil Boots, please. Yep, Ogre seems like he wants to have a
Who was that Angel?
Mana Boots.
Who was it?
I think it was Angel.
The Tranquils, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember now. Someone in
It was
chat
definitely
will
an
know for
accident,
sure.
by the way, guys. It was not for real. He did not mean to
Yeah.
build Tranquil Boots. It was just an accident.
A little
Just
whoopsie.
wanted a windlace, and it became Tranquils, and he couldn't sell it.
We used to have that quite a lot back in the day. Lycan especially was a hero that we would
Oh,
see
yeah.
in a number of pro games.
Because he
actually,
buys
that
Vlad's
happened.
first item.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yep.
exactly.
Feels
Lena
bad.
gonna steal
Yeah,
out one
steal
of the
the
bounty
bounty.
runes. Yeah, Moonlight gets the Radiant one, so Invoker with no bottle, not too bothered by that. It's still gold to your team though.
I feel like Invoker's the only hero now, Gary, who doesn't actually buy a bottle anymore on the mid lane.
I had one in my pub the other day by a bottle, so I don't know
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Oh, in competitive Dota, let's call it.
Yes, I agree. He shouldn't be buying bottles. I was very
Yeah,
surprised.
getting dove.
Yeah, I was a Sand King off lane. I bought a bottle, and I look around.
You
and
went to
my
the
mid lane
rune.
Invoker bought a bottle, and my Pos 4 Tiny bought a bottle. By the way, all at like the same time. I was like, "What is going on?" Oh, bottom hello. Flack's gonna drop to the Arctic Burn. Cook-a-hook. This time getting a bit of revenge in that bot lane.
And it looks like Arsene also has a bottle right now because Invoker won't be going for it. He decided not to go for the mana boots. I think that's also a good option here because the Invoker is not going to be buying a bottle. And there's a lot of firepower on the Wraith King plus the Wyvern, and if the skeletons start going on you too, you don't really have a good way of deleting those skeletons on the side of in versus off lane.
Thinking about this Ogre item build-up, what are we expecting? You know, offlaners very often are that kind of a hood, the Vanguard, the tanky items, blink daggers.
Yeah.
Is Ogre still going to think about a Hand of Midas like he used to, or what's the plan?
I'm trying to compute right
Yeah.
now, and I feel like he's gonna go for Solar Crest.
Oh, that's a good shout. And just
Yeah.
go full steroid onto Juggernaut.
Yeah, Solar Crest, Bloodlust, later on Invoker. I don't mind the Midas. It just depends on how good the flow of the game is for you and your mid laner. Because if Miggy can make a lot of movements happen in this game, then it's definitely possible for you to go for the Midas. Because you'd love that high XP you get from it. And the possible multicast for the gold. Big monies.
Yeah, then you can think about like Ether Lens or Force Staff, whatever it might be. Get a bit of longer range initiation going.
Those look like right now Arsen is planning to get the arcane boots anyway.
I just keep spamming spells onto Cookhook. Lion coming back down here as well, but pull is successful from Angel. Kind of drag that wave a little bit closer to that Radiant Tower, but it has left the Wraith King a little bit out in the open. No. They're going to come here. Light Strike Array onto the Lion, Wraith Fire Blast, and a little slice and dice from Cookhook. While Arsen, there's another Light Strike in 3 seconds, and a Laguna Blade. Just chuck it at him. Didn't even
good
need to wait for the
rotation.
stun.
Yeah, I wish Nana played Lina in my game and not Broodmother, who just AFK and farms. Because he's making some good moves on Nana this game. And giving some good tempo to his allies.
Yeah, and while that's happening, you take a look at top lane. Quesadilla just being run at by Valky. Timbersaw is going to get turned on, though, as the Viper returns to the lane. But, yeah, Juggernaut, he's top of CS, but it doesn't feel like a comfortable top of the CS. He's been bullied and battled.
He really has. There's a lot of resources that have been pulled up here. Slaw does have healing salve and tangles to give him too. I don't like Slaw going for this nether toxin before getting that point of corrosive skin. We've seen oh man, what's his name? I'm blanking. Pandaboo, was it? Who plays the 5 Viper?
Yes, it's Pandaboo.
Yeah, Pandaboo. He doesn't go this nether toxin first. He always goes the 2 levels in poison attack, 1 level in corrosive skin, so he's a little bit tankier. They don't want to trade with him, and then he goes for the nether toxin on 4. It just costs too much mana as a 5 Viper, and you're not really going to use it because you don't have a stun in your lane anyway. Doesn't build enough damage.
Point in it.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
I was about to stun a Mirana. Miggy's first rotation into that Radiant Triangle, claim a kill. Now, I was going to start rationalizing, thinking, like, is it the fact that he's considering progressing into the game against this Timbersaw, against the Wraith King? They need a max Nether Toxin. Does that make any sense? Because you get the break no matter what level it is, right?
Nah, he just wants some cash money, you know? Arsen bottom.
Farm. Yeah, he's been slowed a tremendous amount, but he just pops his stick back under his tier 1, and Miggy misses the tornado. An earned charge on a cold snap. Angel. EMP burned, but no follow through for this Miggy Invoker, and it's the rotation from Nana, but a very speedy Ghost to walk the sentry drop. The arrow misses. Oh, that was close for Miggy.
They got Valkyrie top in the meantime.
They do.
That's really nice. Yeah, now Toxin helping out and killing him with the stun for the Lion. That's a lockdown right there. And Invoker getting that kill onto the Mirana did mean that he got some earned charges. So Miggy's feeling pretty good right now, making some rotations. I do think a kill they need to get right now, though, Gary, is on this Lina. You don't want her to get to this Boots of Travels, this Yules, before having any kills, because this is the weakest point in our game. Miggy, oh boy.
The arrow just slides straight onto the Invoker, but he's got a great Fire Tornado turnaround. Cold Snap and Earn Charge, and that is incredibly good from Miggy. Nana is still trying to chase forward, but won't have the range with the Dragon Slave.
Very good reaction there from Flax, just stunning up the Lina, the follow-up damage, and Nana also played that well by dropping the Laguna right away, understanding that there is a Lion there, and he needs to just dish damage out. But you know what? Saved him. Fairy Fire, baby. This item is so good. I hope everybody buys this item whenever they get the chance to, because it's incredibly good.
Yeah, for the money you spend, it's a great little burst.
Quesadilla, check out
Spins
that.
and TPs. That's a huge
Yeah, and it got
wave,
glyphed. The creep wave got glyphed. So sad for Quesadilla there. Ooh. Raking level 5? Ugh.
Yeah, in the Nether Toxin. Where's the follow-up disable? It's a Fire Blast, a multicast, of course it is. OGA with the RNG. And that Winter's Curse into the arrow. Yeah, just gonna tickle him. You're poking the angry ogre right now.
Well, if that was on the Lion, I think the Lion would have died, but the curse was on the Ogre. He really wanted to save Cookhook there. And Cookhook only level 5, Gary? What's going on? How is it almost 10 minutes? Yeah. What? I have never seen a carry this underleveled before. And we've seen some underleveled carries in this DPC so far.
Do you give him the tome then? You have to, right?
Oh god. I hope so. The Wyvern has more XP than Wraith King, so yeah. I think you give him the tome. And Mirana tome is really good too. She needs a lot of levels to be able to have impact. But yeah, let's see what they do with this.
We'll see who gets it. Nice neutral item drop for the Wraith King though. He gets the chipped vest as Valky going on a bit of an adventure onto Quesadilla.
Chip vest is an incredibly good recovery neutral item for carry heroes.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Valky feels it coming, or actually deep Radiant Observer
Arson.
sees it coming as down at that bottom jungle. There's another Lina rotation onto the Ogre. No, on that killing spree. Valky's going to defend that bottom tier 1 against the Catapult Wave. They were trying to get up towards top, but yeah, that very, very nice deep Radiant Observer ward sees them all moving.
He's got a boot to travels now too on Na. So we're gonna be seeing some fast movements coming out from Latam defenders. The only thing I'm thinking about is who's their setup really? Is it they're just gonna wait for the Yule's Lina? Mirana, Wyvern, Curse for setup?
Curse, yeah, Curse Arrow, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long cooldown to be relying on, what, a minute and a half? Yeah, 90 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's a good point.
Quesadilla's
Maybe
taking
just
top
gonna-
tower on his own here. Level 9 Jug versus level 6 Wraith King. I'd be a bit afraid if I'm this Wraith King right now.
Radiant's
Oh, it
top
doesn't get the
tower
deny.
has fallen.
And yeah, this Juggernaut is about 1,000 away from Battle Fury. They scan him. The Dire knows that Wraith King was following with that Moonlight Shadow. Down bottom, they're trying to make a go on the Ogre. He's incredibly tanky.
Oh,
He's
Moonlight's
half HP.
dead.
You've chucked all of your burst
Moonlight's
damage on him.
super dead.
Moonlight ticking down. You're absolutely right. Dies mid TP. Four
That's
heroes
really
down
bad.
there.
Moonlight TP'd out, and he used triple leaps. So when he's alive, he won't even have all his leaps. He'll have maybe one leap, like soon. So whatever engagement he fights in the next minute and a half, he's going to be really screwed. The bold play on an
movements.
Ogre Magi who has 1400 HP, not even a strength hero against Timbersaw.
Under a tier 1 as well, right? The fact
Yeah.
that they can literally just TP onto him.
Invisibility.
Very bold move. Valky just going to stick down here.
Structures.
Oh, nah.
Defend his tier
Invis.
1.
Oh, he missed a stun.
They're still going to get him though. Throw the right clicks. And there it is. Finish off Quesadilla.
God. That scared me. I mean, Quesadilla, he was so slow on using that spin as soon as he saw Na there.
Valky's getting dived again. EMP's going to finish him off.
Radiant's bottom tower
Miggy
is under
picks up
attack.
the Timbersaw kill, and it looks like they should be able to convert this into a tier 1.
Yeah,
Everyone's all
take a look at-
bloodlusted up. They got
What Miggy has now, Gary, and what this means for the Timbersaw and his
spirit
item
vessel.
progression.
Radiant's bottom
Yep.
tower has fallen.
This is really rough right now for the Timber because he's got a hood, he's got 600 gold. It looks like he's queuing up a Lotus now, but for the next like 2-3 minutes, he's gonna be very vulnerable to this vessel.
Yeah, he's like target number 1. See the Timbersaw, go get him. That's very often, the Timbersaw's game plan is to be out on the map showing, right? He's the one pushing waves, being a big bad boy. Usually, enemies don't really want to go on. But with that Spirit Vessel, they can just go hunt him down. I guess in this kind of game, you kind of have to just give your life to buy time for this Wraith King, right? Because Cuckahook, he's got Armlet up, going back into Radiance. He's been delayed a hell of a lot, but he has managed to get back up to about 5,000 net worth, so it's not a torrid time.
Yeah, I've been seeing this more where Wraith King buy the armlet. They don't want to be this burden to the team. Just being able to fight if ever there is an opportunity. Plus, he was under-leveled, so just straight up buying Radiance might not have been an
Oh,
option.
the Moonlight. Right under the sentries. Moonlight does have the leap away. The MP burns. Light Striker Ray misses as the Ogre throws out a couple of little ignites down. A Winter's Curse onto the Ogre alone. It's a real scrappy fight here as
Invoker.
Wraith King arrives straight onto Miggy, the Invoker being focused, and he will fall. Jumping forward, Valky's got another Chakram up. Good stun from Flax, though, as the back end of the fight, as the Viper
on,
back
nah.
with the Lina. Slaw.
Can they get him
Oh, he's
multicast?
stuck back there. T wants the Fire Blast. The damage over time with the Ignite's enough, and T is so bloody powerful, just standing in there. Flax will hex up Cuckahook. Juggernaut has ditched his team. He didn't want to continue fighting. It looked like something they could extend out. Just the positioning of this Ogre has been so deep.
This Ogre is so
flying out.
funny. He's so strong. They're running from him.
He just killed
And he's
Moonlight.
dead. Mirana's
He's
dead.
gonna kill the bloody Timbersaw now. Valkyrie gonna
He
chain
got
down to the
ignite.
low ground. He's got 17-1 charges.
He's not done.
Ogre's gonna have another hood up. He's not. There's a hex
playing
through,
with them
a
so
Fire
hard
Blast in a
here.
couple of seconds. They just keep on running at them.
Oh my goodness, that's a level 1 reincarnation too. Cuckahook is gonna feel so bad for the next 3 minutes of this game. Miggy's back down here after dying, and Inverse, they win this engagement like really hard. They lost Lina. Ogre just bodied like 3 heroes with his hood arcane boots, and Mirana not gonna TP mid. She's gonna die. She's just dead. Like super dead.
Absolutely. Just screwed.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, that's a tier 1 tower for them now.
Radiant's
Oh, I mean, I was a little bit surprised that Quesadilla ditched that fight, but he did go back and farm, and now he's almost top of the net worth as they push on into this tier 1 mid with a catapult wave.
I'm
two
a call it
bloodlust.
right now, Gary. It's all ogre, baby. It's all ogre. This is it.
Well, that's the thing. The panel. Oh, that's a good curse. Catches out Miggy, but what's the follow through now? As the arrow, there's a light strike array. Laguna Blade drops to that burst damage from the Lina, but she's gonna get jumped with a hex. The stuns and R's and T there. He's gonna burst through her. Lina cold
much magic
embrace. The
damage,
heal's not enough to withstand the pain. The damage is just coming so strong from this inverse squad. Chakram, Timber Chain misses from Valky. Doesn't get a kill. Slaw will turn with the help of Flak Stun, and Timber Sword is multicast into the ground. A double kill for Quesadilla as the Mirana's forced to leap away.
Yeah, that's 3 for 1, and Wraithing couldn't even go in to hit something because his reincarnation is on cooldown. That level 1 reincarnation is making him suffer a lot, and he's got to just be farming at this point in the game. So even though Latin defenders, they try to slow this mid play down, they don't really do anything with it because Wraithing wasn't farming the whole time. He was just trying to fight here. Yeah, look at this engagement just starting out. Invoker gets cursed, only 1 target. They're doing a really good job at kiting this curse so far. They drop everything onto the Invoker. He's so tanky though, and you see Lina now getting gone on. So much damage available, disables, magic damage, even through that cold embrace. And she heals herself. Wyvern dies. She comes down. She's dead. 1 hit. And look at the Wraith King right now, just trying to stay on the outskirts, do something. But what can you do without your reincarnation? And you're so underfarmed as well.
And what can you do against the 1600 HP Midas Hood max 1 charge Ogre?
Yeah, and not only
panel.
him, the Invoker as well is very tanky. He's got 1500 health himself. Like, both these heroes are just so hard for Latin defenders to chew through.
Is this the future? First phasing Ogre and flexing it 5 and 3.
No, I'm a huge fan of the Ogre offlane as long as you have a very good idea of how to play it. I think there's some other strategies that could be good, like Ogre Lina, for example. You stun, you got that double stuns going, very solid. But yeah, this is really nice, especially for your carry, because if you just start bloodlusting him late game, you also get that multicast because you're probably going to be level 18 much faster. Yeah, this Ogre is already level 12. 60 minutes in. A 5 Ogre would be like level 8 right now, at most.
Yeah, and he is going for the build. Hood, Midas, Ether Lens.
That's good. That's solid. I like this Midas here. Because they're having a good game, right? In the mid game.
Yes.
They know they are able to fight. So you saw how he built up. He went for the Arcane boost, then he went for the Hood. So he's tanky. He can sit in the fights and cast spells. And then he's going for the Midas afterwards because he knows that he's not dying in these engagements and can afford to do it.
It feels like he is a better Timbersaw than Timbersaw is. He's
this
running
game.
down lanes, he's tanking up these team fights. In this game, he's performing that role spectacularly well.
So the thing about Valkyrie here on his Timber is he picked Timber because he's what do you call this? Platinum Timbersaw. And he's like, oh yeah, this hero is so broken, guys. Let's play this. And then Inverse is like, oh, we just won't pick strength heroes. Ta-da! And now he can't
Not a
find
single one.
the damage. Yeah, he doesn't have a clear target that he can go on in these fights. There's 3 int heroes and 2 agility heroes on the side of Inverse.
That's a good shout. And then Invoker does catch out the Wyvern. Have they got reveal? The answer seems like it's a no. So Angel's going to survive through a little bit of a chip damage initiation from them. But while that's happening, Juggernaut's pushed tower all the way up to that tier 2. He's the majority of his way through the Sandra Yasha. The team could connect down bottom to help Quesadilla as they do glyph that creep wave. No.
They saw him. They saw him.
The healing ward.
They won't get the surprise stun now.
And they're going to hex on Angel. That's an easy pick off, isn't it? Multicast burst through immediately.
Oh man, that's gotta feel bad. You just like TP down here. You want to make the play onto the Juggernaut, try to burst them through the fog, and then you're the one who dies with your Wyvern, and Inverse is still surrounding your bottom tower. You don't really got pressure on the other side of the map. Everything's going Inverse's way right now, and just Juggernaut being disarmed with an Alacrity plus Bloodlust behind him. That's so scary.
I think the worst part is you've got some hero that's killing you with the stupidest accent and voice line going like, I'm the Ogre Magi! No, you are! Yeah, like, how do you deal with that mentally? you're a super serious Dota player and you just got some weird wacky ogre coming around and smacking you into the ground.
Yeah, so someone gift this guy a Arcana, please. Where's his Arcana? I mean, it just seems... It's just worse that he doesn't have an Arcana and he's winning the game, you know what I mean? Not even a single cosmetic, he's just like chilling.
What? Oh, that's a good point though. What's, you know, how do you dictate a more powerful player? Is it someone with? Oh, hang on a second, Valky. Yeah, this just looks like a simple pick-off, doesn't it? So much chain disable, burst through all of his mana with the EMP, and in comes the ogre. Give it to him, R's and T. This is your kill. Come on, keep punching, keep punching.
Vessel's out.
Not as simple as I once thought. He's still pretty tanky with his reactive armor stacks up. And Valky is going to make a meal out of this one, juking through the trees. A Sunstrike coming though, and the Finger of Death will finish him off.
Yeah, you should definitely be using these fingers so you can get those stacks going.
Yeah.
That's very solid. It's actually very underestimated.
Quesadilla was slow behind him.
Oh boy, he's gonna get... What the hell? Curse?
Curse into arrow? I guess that's the combo with the Starstorm, Lightstrike Array, and the Laguna Blade. They're trying to burst through Quesadilla, but I guess obviously Omni Slash and he'll be able to spin after this. They've killed off Angel and Moonlight. They did not get the job done. Cuckook with Armlet Toggle down, he'll die with no mana on Reincarnation.
Yeah, I guess so. That was a terrible play no matter how you see it, because one, it's a level 1 Wraithfire Blast. 2, the arrow needs to land after Wraithfire Blast, because if you use the curse, then you're giving all that time for Inverse to set up, to TP the heroes onto the tier 1 and turn the fight. This Juggernaut has 1800 HP with Agility Treads, so it's got 2k health pretty much with Strength Treads. There's no way you're killing him.
No, you didn't get any of the arrow damage either, right? Because you overlapped it with the curse.
Yeah. This just... Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna keep saying it's all over now, Gary. All over.
Yeah, but what makes you more afraid if you're against like an Invoker, for example, with no cosmetics at all? Or full, like, dark artistry, you know, full cosmetics and everything?
No cosmetics at all is much scarier, because, you know, the guy with the dark artistry, you know, he just has money and is just a nerd. He's just like, I'm just a cool guy, you know? And it probably won't play good.
Oh, Wraith King. And Tornado finds him. Reincarnation is used up. Lena's coming in here to try and do something, but Slaw is going to draw the attention of Lena away. The Mirana focuses onto the Viper, and they do get a kill. Take the spree away from Slaw.
And you know that guy who doesn't have any cosmetic is probably a Smurf, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's probably a Smurf.
Either he's someone who, like, you know, started with nothing, now we're here kind of person, you know, they're super sick at the hero, or, like you said, they're a Smurf. Into Roshan. Man, this Juggernaut with Bloodlust, what is it? Let's have a look. Attack speed. 504. Yeah, 3 times per second. Some nasty stuff. Max Wex on that Alacrity. It's not even level 4 Bloodlust yet.
Very clean rotation into the Roshan pit after taking that 1 kill, and you know they can't fight on the side of Latam defenders.
Do scan the timber. And Slaw with us, they're kind of hunting for him. It just feels like now Latam defenders got to try and draw this one out. Delay. Get Wraith King to a point where he's actually able to play some Dota 2, because, what, 150 gold till Cuckook has the Relic, never mind the recipe for the full Radiance. And Valky's going to get hunted again up top. 4 heroes, all here. A nice little safari. Hunting for that wild animal Timbersaw, hiding in the trees. Meanwhile, Quesadilla is playing his own game, PvE. I hit creeps and buildings. I do not fight.
They're gonna go high ground here, Gary, I think.
With Aegis?
Yeah, look at bottom and mid. It's pushing into you, but there's no real hero pressure onto your tier 2 towers, so you could easily just go high ground with this. And I see Quesadilla pinging. His team is not on board with it. His team wants to catch some heroes.
They want to kill Moonlight. Drain all the mana away. Has 4 stick charges, 1 leap, 2 leaps up to the high ground, but no mana for TP now.
Moonlight's super dead.
Stuck in no man's land there.
Yeah, gotta die to that fire blast. Man, we're not watching these Midas procs, Gary. What's going on? We gotta be checking those things out.
That's a good point.
40 seconds. Okay, guys, 40 seconds. Let's keep that in mind. We'll check out other stuff and then we'll go back to the ogre then. I want to see how many procs he gets. He can get 3x chance at 30%.
Oh, hello, Angel. Oh, you're gonna try Arctic Burn. You got your Shadow Amulet to hide. The dust comes.
Yeah.
Dewarding
Slow,
mission
so rich,
unsuccessful.
man. He went for the Solar Crest in this game because obviously they're ahead. So they're, sharing the responsibility of who's going to get those team items. And Ogre Magi has gone for the Guardian Greaves option here. And I really like that. They're just lacking on damage on Latam Defender so much. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. Ogre Magi. Here we go, baby.
I'm watching. Hello.
Give me that money.
Where's he?
Give me that money. Here we go. Oh, there's only two. No, minus that. No. You had a chance to get 3x. You minus 2 creeps.
Sad.
Arzen, no, it's not worth the cooldown just for like walking. Like all he had to do was walk to the mid wave.
We'll come here and get some harpies.
No, then you get less XP. Maybe
even-
he didn't
I
want
guess
money.
even
He
then,
wanted
yeah.
more experience, Right? Alright, it's okay. He still got like
1 minute.
2x XP for both those creeps, and he killed them instantly. So we'll check back in a minute. Smoke to Angel.
Oh man. This is why I haven't. Like you can feel it. Trying to get out on the map, place some vision down, get a couple of observers and sentries out there, but.
Gary, do you remember when we talked about the Timber and the Invoker with the Vessel? You can see, like, since that time, he's only been able to finish his Lotus. Like, he doesn't have any other items on Timber Cell. Such a sad Timber game.
He got hunted like 2-3 times up top, just being run at over and over again. Quesadilla does finally break that top lane. Tier 3 drops without anybody trying to stop him.
Yeah, and they didn't even commit that much to that, too. They were, like, hunting on the other side of the map inverse, while the Juggernaut just chilled there, farmed agents, and killed the tier 3. Alright, Ogre Magi, 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, good. Let's have a look. We've got
Ogre
a creep
watch.
wave coming soon.
Yep.
2 seconds. Ogre watch.
He's gonna run in there. Minus watch.
Hey, ding ding.
Oh,
Never
not even
mind.
one proc? Dude, it's
We
a
built that up.
75% chance to get a 2x proc. Oh
Yeah,
my
we
God.
built that up. We cursed them. That's our fault. We missed all the good ones.
Okay.
Juggernaut has Aegis for what, a minute? Yeah, plenty of time here to bring down this melee Rax. They're trying to chip away at him little by little. He's such a beast with a mech with.
They need a good
bloodlust.
curse on Latam Defender side. They need a really good curse in order to be able to fight.
Leaping forward. Looks like Moonlight wants to try and
Aegis?
burst through that Aegis, but he's not going to get
30
it.
more seconds.
30 seconds, yeah. That's just a
Yeah.
full-
Oh, check out this line being drawn for Latin defenders. They're like, all right, guys, let's go to this high ground here. Someone's going to TP bottom, and maybe we can get a really good team fight. I like what Valkyrie's thinking about here. Like, it's a pretty decent idea, but Inverse have other plans. They're just going to walk up the high ground middle.
Yeah. Then Lena's like, guys,
Ain't going
there's a
back.
Juggernaut literally just sprinting towards our tier 3. We've got to do something about that. Arrow not landing.
Oh,
To any heroes. And Valky
Quesadilla?
walks straight into Quesadilla. Aegis is gone now. It's about
Oh,
to
what
expire.
timing?
It's perfectly
What
timed.
timing?
Quesadilla's going to die.
Wow.
Their pick-off, wonderfully timed.
oh, wow. Yeah, Inverse had no idea, apparently, that the Juggernaut was going to lose his Aegis soon. Okay, it's not over yet, right? You still got
Bounce is
over.
on.
You got an Arcane Rune on him. He wants to
Put that
fight.
straight onto him. Lotus All back, none of our hexed up. EMP thrown out as well to burn through the mana, but the BKB and the self-Yules from Lena, interesting. Trying to chase Miggy with that Laguna
Yeah, they're
Blade.
pretty
Moonlight's on his tail as well. The Yules back up with the Lead Strike Array. They'll focus down the Ogre and the Invoker. Comeback time. Latam defenders destroy them. Inverse. That one move, the slip up around the Aegis timing, and it's suddenly a breath and at least a new life here for the defenders.
That really is. And that was your Armlet, Radiance, timing Wraith King, just like being able to get something going thanks to that Aegis on Juggernaut expiring. That was so perfect. Like, I have a feeling they didn't time the Aegis on their team. That being said, though, their death timers are not too long, 20 seconds on each hero. I don't feel like they can go to the high ground. They already glyphed the tier 2, killed out the creep wave. Top wave is also pushing in. Inverse, they're not in the most awful position right now, but this is something for Latam defenders.
Dire's bottom tower
something, yeah. Yeah, they've brought the net worth disparity back to pretty much zero from what,
Yeah.
7,000 or so?
Well, to be fair, the ogre did die being level 18 and a Midas off cooldown, Gary. So we're going back to the ogre watch as soon as he's alive. He's up in
yes.
1 second. He's level 18 now. Here we go. Big money, baby. You better go to a creep wave because you can get 4x on this. Please
on,
don't
show
go
us
to
4x.
neutrals.
Show us
Go to the
4x.
creep wave middle. Look at that. There's 4 creeps right there.
Go find a kobold camp or something.
No! Oh, okay. He didn't even get 1x? How is that even possible?
Really? How's that possible?
I don't know. He's just the
2x
unluckiest
is
ogre
70
right now.
75% chance for 2. Well, okay, whatever. That's 2 in a row where he's not actually got a multicast on it.
Okay. It's alright. It's alright. We'll keep watch. We'll keep an eye on that. But they're going right back at it. They want to, get some control back, get 1 kill. Latin defenders look like they know this is happening. They're all cooped up in their base right now, chilling.
And bottom lane, Illusion Rune from Wraith King is actually going to...
Ah, yeah,
clear
this
out.
ward, Gary. You see that? This ward right here? It was planted under the sentry, so they know that there was a smoke coming out from Inverse. So they all just got off the map.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Very
attack.
clever.
Dire are
Yep,
scanning.
Lion gonna take the outpost. Gonna get arrowed. Good job from Moonlight to stop that. So they can get some XP at 30 minutes.
And now we're in, like a reasonably even game where the next
Yeah.
Roshan seems incredibly important. Whoever
Definitely.
gets that, probably in the driving seat for the rest of the match.
Can we
Juggernaut's
agree
gonna go
that?
for a BKB next.
Yeah, he is. It's it's really awkward build, I would say. I feel like there's other options that could be better. I'm not entirely sure what it is right now. But I wanted to mention, can we agree that the second Roshan is probably the most important part of the game?
Yeah.
Like for a
I
team
think so.
to get? Yeah. It just seems so big. Like I want to say 95% of games. Like whoever gets that second Roshan gets that free shard just feels so amazing. And it's the same time when you want to go high ground as well.
That's a nice little smoke and moonlight play from Latam defenders coming into that dire triangle. Unfortunately, Miggy has already run himself away from the whole area they were moving into, but it looks like they still want to make a play onto that Juggernaut,
Arzen.
whoever's coming forward, but Arzen, Ogre's not the target they want to go for.
Did we miss the Midas? Oh man, we really did, didn't we? Or
Yeah,
at least I
40
missed it. I don't know if you missed it.
I didn't
40
see
more
it.
seconds.
I bet the Observer did, and he's like shaking his head, and it's like, who are these guys? they're on Ogre watch, and they're not even watching the Ogre? What? God,
Oh, wow.
amateurs.
Look at this Roshan, how
Rosh.
fast it's dying. Wait, where's... Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
They've all... Oh, Radiant have to come back and defend their base.
Nah, they got it. This is not good from Latin defenders. They were controlling mid and bottom. I feel like they were looking for picks, but they didn't think how important this Roshan would be and to push this top lane out. And Inverse, the ball's back in their court now. Completely.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
especially with that 20,000 net worth Juggernaut. BKB pretty close to completion.
We got a few other big items. Wraithking's got a BKB. Timber's got a Hex now, Sight of Ice. So that last one team fight has given Latin defenders a lot of items. I even see the Mirana with Guardian Greaves and Yo's. Like, just the Greaves itself is going to help out so much.
Yeah, this Lena's starting to do a pretty massive
yeah.
amount of physical damage. Like MKB went all the
Oh,
damage.
they found her. They found Alina.
Oh, they do. Hexing, stunning. And Sunstrike out onto Na with a Finger of Death. BKB not going to work out.
Hunting Valkyrie now.
Timber
They saw
Sword's
the Lotus
also
come
gonna
out,
get
so they
run
know
down.
Timber's nearby.
Oh, Chakram to the right-hand side, but flat. No, that's exactly where he is, hiding in the trees there. Valky, under all that damage, gonna get broken and slain. And Inverse now with a pretty massive window, 1 minute without either of those heroes, because, like you say, they just bought out, right? They just bought all their items and don't have buyback.
Quesadilla is pecking at bottom tower. He's got a mid creep wave breaking the backdoor protection.
Paladin Sword is... I never thought how good it is on Juggernaut.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the,
Spell Lifesteal.
Spell
I just
Lifesteal.
saw that. We're thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah. Because previously it was just spell lifesteal amp and not actual spell lifesteal, wasn't it? but that actually gives you some of it. That's a real wonderful pickup, yeah. Tier 3 down, Alacrity. So, Sunstrike thrown in with the axe and the stuns. They catch Angel.
Good catch.
And now there's no Winter's Curse. The Wraith King, he just disappears. They hit him a few times, and he's gone. First life down, has to BKB in turn and try and fight. No, he's got to run home. Get back into
He didn't
Fountain.
Omni that? I'm surprised he didn't use Omni Slash on that and commit hard, because he had the Alacrity put on top of him as well. But they're just gonna get the racks. And Lina, Timber, they're reviving now. They didn't have buybacks.
Midas, 2x. Oh. He got a 4x on the previous. He cast Bloodlust, got 4x, and then cast Midas, got 2x. Feels bad, man.
Sad.
Oh, Lina's gonna whack into Quesadilla. Still has Aegis and BKB. A Slaw offers himself to the gods and does get taken down a notch. And Quesadilla loses that first life of the
No more
Aegis, but
BKB,
with
no,
Lina
no, no.
being turned on so quickly, Nana and Wraith King without their BKBs, Flax down, and Cocohook battling through onto RZT with some massive crits, but it's just too much to withstand.
Curse.
Moonlight
Oh, onto Lincoln.
can't even take down the Ogre. Angel's in a lot of trouble as GG is called, and Quesadilla comes out with a triple kill, chasing Cookhook back into his fountain.
They were trying to go for a curse play and it went straight onto a Lincoln's Invoker. Very unfortunate. But yeah, this is what we talked about in the draft. Like, even panel, they were talking like, I like Inverse's lineup, but Latam Defenders, they're the better team. But Inverse's lineup was so much better that it didn't matter that Latam Defenders were the better team in this situation, because they just had to play their game. And this Ogre, like, transitioning into the 3 and having the Viper as a 5 was amazing decision. I feel like their lanes were